Turn me up some. Whoa, whoa. Turn me up some.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of the Rant Show. I'm, as always, your host for this Rant Show, N7X Karu. And without me rambling on too much, let's get down to one thing I want to mention here real quick before this video starts. And I know this might not mean a lot to certain people, but I'm going to say it anyways. And if there's any way I can find out in the near future that I can help it out in any way I can, I'm going to. But for right now, I at least want to say, for all the things that don't know, I forget exactly what time it was, but on October 5th, the day I'm recording this, unfortunately in Sutherland, Texas, there was a mass shooting at a church. It's already counted that there's over 25 dead. It's estimated that more might die, so that number could grow anywhere from 27 to 30 people. There's over 30 people injured, and thank God, and some still might consider this heartless, but I'm going to say it, thank God the motherfucker who did it's dead. But unfortunately there was that, and so I just want to say real quick that my thoughts and prayers go out to anyone that was affected by this. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Like I said, I know some people might, that might not mean a lot to them, but I want to at least say that regardless. And if I do find out that there is any charities or donation pages going up for the people of what happened, I will leave a link in the description below, and I ask, if I do find any, that you guys donate to it, and like I myself will if I do find any. If you guys find any, also let me know in the comments below, and I'll put it in the description so more people know. But I just wanted to say that real quick, so anyone that was affected by this, my thoughts and prayers are without you. My thoughts and prayers are with you, and I just want to start off this rant show by saying this, and why does sometimes the world have to be so fucked up? But now with that being said, let's get on into the actual rant show. Alright, now this time I wanted to talk about something. And I read this in more than one place, and I can understand why they did this. But I wanted to talk about Bethesda. For those of you who don't know, Bethesda is the publishing company, and they even have their own hand in making a lot of the Fallout games. You know, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, so on and so forth. And in an article I read not too long ago, I'll leave a link in the description for the article, they were talking to a gaming magazine, and they said that they wanted to let fans know the fans of the company know that chances are they're not coming out with another Elder Scrolls anytime soon. And they gave a reason why, and I can understand why. They said because they don't want to be known as a game that just comes out with a Fallout game, then an Elder Scrolls game, then a Fallout game, then an Elder Scrolls game. They want to expand. They said they appreciate the fan base that's still behind the Elder Scrolls series and behind the Fallout series, but they don't want to be known as a company that just does 2 games and that's all. They said their sights are set on to higher and more, you know, in-depth games, which I can respect and I understand. As a fan of both game series, I can understand, even though I'm not a big fan of the Elder Scrolls Online thing, but that's beside the point. Or they did tease anyway that because the game magazine writer asked them, well, I'm you know, paraphrasing here, but they said, well, you said you're not making Elder Scrolls, but are you planning on anytime soon making another Fallout? And according to the magazine article, he smiled and he kind of skirted around the issue, but teased at the fact that they possibly are already in the process of making one. And for anyone that's follows Bethesda on Twitter or any of their social media, this is not the first time they've done this. They've been doing it for the past couple months, where they teased about how they're already putting plans together to making another Fallout. And I just want to say this, on the off-brand chance, on the very unlikely chance that Bethesda ever sees this video, if you guys are making a Fallout game, here is a list of things that I think would be great for you to put in said game. Or a few things, not like a whole giant list of things. And this is not just coming from me, this is just from other gamers I've talked to that have said before in the past that, you know, if Bethesda ever comes out with another Fallout game, this is what they would like to see in it. So this is just not me having one man's opinion, this is several opinions, and that were agreed upon on similar things. If that made any sense. One thing that one of us would like to, that a lot of us would like to see, is the location of the new Fallout game, and it was pretty much, with all everyone I talked to, it was divided in between two places. Either Alaska, more specifically Anchorage, Alaska, would love for something to happen there, or just an Alaska area, period. Or, believe it or not, and this might come as a shock to some, but also Hawaii. Because think about it, what would, you know, the paradise that is Hawaii look like after nuclear devastation? Think about it, like, it's hard to even picture what Hawaii, a tourist trap almost, would look like if, you know, just complete and utter nuclear fallout all over the world happened. So, like, think about it, an actual game based around the island of Hawaii's point of view after all this happened. It'd be an interesting perspective, and one that not a lot of people would think about of Bethesda doing, of setting their next game in that location. Me personally, and some others that I talked to, like I said, it was pretty much split down the middle between 50 and 50 of the people I talked to that either said they would like the location to be in Hawaii or Alaska, or more specifically Anchorage, Alaska. So either or would work in my opinion. I'm more teetering towards Hawaii just because, like, the aspect of, like, okay, in the nuclear devastation, like Fallout 4, what would Hawaii look like in that you know, area? And that was one thing that a lot of people I talked to, and myself included, would like to see happen. Now that's the location. The time period, we would like it to follow pretty much the same, like, a lot of people, not just myself, like I said with the first thing, a lot of people would like to see, not a lot of people, like, I'd probably talk to, like, what, probably 25 people, so, you know, people still might have differing opinions, but the people I talk to anyway, said they would like, the time zone would like to see it follow along the same timeline as Fallout 4 did. Like, you don't have to have, like, your character in the new Fallout game to also be, like, you know, suspended in cryo animation, and then wake up 200 years later. But, like, at least, like, around, like, you know how, like, pretty much almost the same time period as Fallout 4 after he wakes up. Like, I don't know, like, how you would work around having a character surviving the nuclear fallout and then waking up to seeing everything damaged, or whatever, but a lot of people that I talked to at least were saying that they'd like it to see at least follow the same timeline as Fallout 4 after the guy woke up. And I'll be honest, my next thing that I would like to personally see happen, you know, not a lot of other people agreed with me, some did, but another thing that I would like to see happen is a more expanded relationship base with your companions. Like, I love the fact, for those of you that know me, I love when you can have, when there's like a relationship storyline in games. I don't know why, I'm just a fan of it. And Fallout 4, you know, slightly implemented that, where you could form a relationship with your companions. All except for Valentine, which a lot of people were mad about, but that's beside the point. Although I think someone came out with a mod to where you can now. But anyways, but I like that. They didn't dive into, excuse me, they didn't dive too much into it. Like, there's only so much you can do, and nothing really happens after you get your companion to admit that they like you. Nothing really happens after that. So, just my opinion, and a few others, well, something I would like to see happen in the new Fallout, if you are making one, is to expand on that. Like, have more stuff happen, like more of a storyline thing to happen even after your companion and you admit to liking each other. Like, expand that story almost. I don't know how else to word it, but just improve on that more with the new game, I guess I'm saying. And the only other thing that I personally would like to see is, and others as well, and more people agree with me on this, is to see a better expansion of what you could do with like creating the towns. Like, a lot of people, even though there was some hate with the Fallout 4 game, there was some. One of the things that people loved is the fact that you could literally create your own towns. Now, granted, there was the point of the fact that a lot of people didn't like that there's only so much you could build in each town, you know, with that little bar thing. So some of these will know what I'm talking about. A lot of people weren't a fan of that, but the fact that you could actually pretty much create your own towns from scratch, people loved. And to simply put it, just expand on that as well. Like, get more creative with it. I don't know how exactly you would, but get more creative with it. It's just something, these are just some things that me and a lot of other people would like to see if you guys are honestly making another Fallout game. And those were pretty much the basic 3 things. Basic 4 things. Basic 4 things. Is for one, like I said, the area where the game would take place, which would either be, a lot of people were saying they'd love to see it in Alaska, or love to see it in Hawaii. A lot of people were saying that they'd love to see it have the same time zone as Fallout 4 did after the guy woke up. Like, continue almost like the same exact time as the Fallout 4 happened. 3, for you to expand your the options almost, or pretty much expand the horizon of what you could do with your companion after, you know, you fall in love with each other or whatever. You form a relationship. It's to just expand on that so you could do more with them storyline-wise even after that happens. And for 4, teams just to get more creative with the town making and the fact that you could create pretty much your own towns and not to have such limitations as having that void like you did in Fallout 4. And that's pretty much it. So guys, like I said, I seriously doubt Bethesda's ever going to see this video. But on the off chance you do, and on the off chance you guys are already working on a Fallout 5, please take this into consideration. Because this is something that not only I would like to see, but several others. Granted, I'm not speaking on behalf of the entire Fallout fan community. But with the few I've talked to, and most of my own thoughts put in, this is just some, like, of the top 4 things we would like to see happen if you guys are working on a game. So, that's it. That's actually all I wanted to talk about this Rant show, believe it or not. I know it wasn't as heated as some of the Rant shows I've had in the past, but I hope you guys enjoyed this Rant show nevertheless. So guys, I'm going to leave it off here. I am, as always, your very lovely and quite sexy host, N7XKaru. Peace, love, and chicken grease, 04L. I'll see all my Spark Watchers later. As always, welcome to my domain. And as always, forever.